This is G-Man with the right side of the county, and it is May 16th, 2025, and I want to take you out to the gold futures chart, hone in from the outer layers, the weekly, diving into the daily. We are in a long-term bullish trend here, currently in a potential corrective consolidation phase, but make no mistake about it, this structure was a multi-year base of a massive consolidation with a macro breakout, ultimately taking out the 2071 fib resistance level, and it has been a parabolic leg to the upside ever since here, ultimately surfacing on this big time major ascending uptrend price support level. Shout out to the doc on the 786 fib retracement level, call it the 3209 handle, which was resistance and has now become support. We're having a whipsaw-like reaction here on the weekly, and this is the make or break zone for trend continuation. And a successful base here could launch the price towards the 3,800 or 44.7 handle, 4,000 handle, that 44.7. These are some additional targets. I want to emphasize in my trading strategy, as well as some of those day trades that I take out at the open. I am a dollar cost averaging trader. I take a starter position, and then I will continue to add along the way for that big bounce, setting some stops below that 2950 handle. Call it the 618 2953 price support level in confluence of the ascending major uptrend price support level there, where the fib structure has responded perfectly to extensions and retracement zones, currently retesting the macro breakout levels and the 786 right here fib support level. Momentum is still strongly bullish, but the histogram slope is beginning to turn here in the moving average convergence somewhat, which indicates a early sign of consolidation and or a slowdown. The RSI at the 63 handle, it's slightly trending downward with a slight angle, but still in bullish territory and not overbought yet. Momentum is cooling, but not aggressively reversing. Again, bullish structure, in my opinion, remains intact as long as the 2950 handle holds. Set up and aligns with the trendline fib and former breakout, and you're looking at around call it a 10% stop loss, gearing up for that first target at 2537 for a 9.9% in gains of the upside, up to the 4,000 handle for 25% in gains, and then ultimately tapping the 1.618 fib extension, call it the 4478 handle for 40% in gains of the upside, with a risk reward ratio in that favor of taking these tight stops. And zooming into the daily with the relative strength index at the 45 handle drifting in neutral bearish territory, but it's still above the 40 handle, not yet oversold, but direction will hinge on the price action near the 3065 stop loss. Here is a 618 fib price support level, an ascending uptrend price support level off the January major reactionary lows there. Great shout out to Becky for pointing out this key inflection point, which helped in gaining a great day trade for me, really out the open and backtesting off what I had as a stop loss set in place. In the moving average convergence realm, you have strong bearish momentum wave ongoing here, but beginning to flatten and backtesting the zero line fib price support. You have the stochastics deeply oversold here. Early signs of basing, but it needs the crossover confirmation here. And with the technical momentum indicators showing pressure that has been on the downside, but I believe exhaustion could be building, where the bounce potential could emerge. Gold is in a textbook macro uptrend here on the daily. All eyes on the 3065 handle. Defend it, and I believe the bulls will reload. Lose it, and a multi-week correction may strengthen the odds for it to deepen. Momentum indicators are stretched, so the resolution must be near. Oh, I got way too excited there. Way too excited. And to the day trade right off the open at 623 in the pre-market. I had a GLD set up. Set your stops below that 291 handle, setting some additional targets up above to come and get hit. And here's the update. Perfect back test right out the open. You had your whipsaw-like reaction in the pre-market. Back tested really to the button off the 291.80, and the entirety of that trade was good to the upside. Call it the Moody's rally AAA downgrade rally to the upside for 2% in gains. And as the Saudi Arabia begins to steady the oil spigots, and the U.S. could let the metal begin to scream to the upside in what leaders won't tell you, that trust is beginning to shift. And beneath the noise, a new standard is being crowned, and potentially in gold.